What's happening, guys? Welcome to J Powell Music. Be sure to like, subscribe here on the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when these are available. And then be sure to check out the links above my head as well, such as the Instagram, the twitch.tv/J Powell Music, the Song Whip, and of course, let people know more about the channel so they can like and subscribe as well. And last video, we talked about the rubric that I'm doing for these brief reviews, the skip/slap system. So if you listen to something, you skip to the next track, or if something's a slap. And we're testing it. First album we're testing this rubric on is the Kodak Black. Kodak Black's last album. Most recent album, I should say, Cutthroat Bill Volume 1. Interesting thing, this is the last album he's made with Atlantic. So I think he's parting with Atlantic. This is the last album that he's made with them, but it's a Volume 1. So I'm assuming he's going to continue this series, Volume 2, on the next, the next folks that he signs with or what have you, from an artistic standpoint at least. But wanted to take you guys through this album here as far as for what my thoughts are on it, then obviously getting to what if it skips or if it slaps, or if you should skip it or if it slaps. Now, I will preface that normally I'm not a Kodak Black fan, or I don't listen to a whole lot of his music, I should say. I should say I'm not a fan because that means I've listened to his music and I don't like him. I generally am not listening to a whole lot of Kodak Black stuff. So this is the first album that I listened to significantly a decent amount of music of his, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good album, definitely. I think I got the most exposure from Kodak Black was on Kendrick's album, the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, because he was kind of throughout that album, which was kind of pretty cool, because I'm a huge fan of Kendrick. So the fact that Kodak Black was in that album so much definitely said a lot, as far as especially for how much that Kendrick respected his craft, Kodak's craft. So Cutthroat Bill Volume 1, I was like, you know what, let me give it a shot, let me check it out. And definitely it's a pretty good project. Now, it is 19 songs, which is crazy. Usually when it comes to an album that long, usually I would say the average listener even wouldn't really listen through to a 19-track album. I know in general, a lot of these artists, they do that in general just because of how streaming is today. The longer the album is, the more people will stream, thus the more revenue will accumulate. So I get it, but man, it's always an ongoing conversation. Is it worth sacrificing the art of the overall project versus just having a bunch of songs for people to listen to? But I think this album works when it comes to the sequencing of the songs. I'll let you guys know there's a couple. I gave it about 4 skips, and on a 19-track album, I think that's really impressive. The first song I skipped, to be honest. The third song I skipped. The 7th track I skipped. It just hit the skip for me. And track 11 I skipped. But there's a lot of slaps on here. I mean, slaps, I think. I think track 2 is fire, track 4, track 5, track 12, track 16, track 18, and track 19. I think are slaps, definitely. So, for a 19-track album to only have 4 skips, I think that's pretty significant. That's a pretty significant score. And if we were to go to the rubric here, just so you know how that fits within my review, 3 to 4 skips is under the good, great. And I think that is in line with my thoughts. I think it's a good / great album. I will probably lean towards the good, but not a bad album at all. And pretty decent. So definitely I will be keeping in touch with or listening more to Kodak Black stuff and looking forward to what he releases soon in the future. I know he had another album that just released earlier this year. Might go back to that and listen to that because I haven't listened to that one. Am I a super gremlin? I don't know yet, but I am a fan. But I am a fan of Kodak Black, I would say, thus far. So there you have it, folks. 3-4 skips. It's a good album. So definitely I would recommend it. Definitely stream it. But again, this is J Powell Music. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe here on the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.